Yes, don't forget to check out Doggy Diamonds No Filter, the actual audio to this podcast, which could be heard on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and we also back on SoundCloud. Make sure you go there. If you've been there before, you ain't listened to every episode, so just go through the episodes, let it play. I don't care if you listen to it before you go to sleep. And also, it's very, very important that you leave a rating and a comment. That helps me. Also, for only $100, I promote whatever you need on my social medias and my website. That's my Twitter, Facebook, Insta Stories, YouTube community, and my website, like I said, www.doggydiamondstv.com. Hit me up on Instagram at Doggy Diamonds for your promo. Serious inquiries only. Must be Cash App ready. And come on, man, if you're not getting the notifications, that's your fault. Now, YouTube going to play what they play. So we found a way to make a fix to where I make sure you get the notifications. And you could do that by going to www.theinterviewking.com. Sign up for the email list to get new content. Let's go. All right, as you file in, you just automatically just hit the like button. As soon as you see it, just hit the like. Hit the like. That's what it is. Let's go. Hit the like button. Oh, man. It's going up today. As usual, you know, this is what we do anyway. So, I respect everybody who's here. Good, bad, and different. It is what it is. Stop the music. Stop the music. Stop the music. What's up, everybody? I go by the name of Doggy Diamonds. You already know what I do here. This is Doggy Diamonds TV, Doggy Diamonds No Filter podcast. I'm a veteran. This ain't my first rodeo. But today, I got a guest. Whoa. For what I saw prior to him being on my show and per conversation we have, let me introduce him. No, let you introduce yourself. For the people, what's your name, family?
Ronnie Bo.
Okay. Coming from where? Pause. I got to pause that.
Milwaukee.
Hailing from
Milwaukee.
where? I said hailing from where?
Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So, all right. Backstory. I seen something viral with you. Shout out to that platform. Could you say the platform? Because I don't remember it. So,
Juice Talk TV.
Juice Talk TV. Shout out to them. And something you did with them went crazy viral. You said in that platform you was locked up with R. Kelly.
Yeah, for sure.
And
At MC Chicago.
And how long were you locked up with him?
We was in there together about 2 years. I'm gonna say about more like 21 months to be exact.
So day-to-day activity with R. Kelly, like the cells, playing chess, spades, all that. What kind of inmate was he?
Well, we was on the same unit for like a little more than a month. But when we wasn't on the same unit, you know, we was always passing through the building and bumping heads in like the medical unit or rec or, you know, visit, stuff like that. But we was pretty cool. You know, as an inmate, you know, it's crazy because even though, you know, he's so big, you know, in the world and in the music industry, you would think he would act a certain way, but he was very humble. It was just like just being around any other inmate, you know, and that's how he carried himself. And
so you saying he was in population? He wasn't in PC, protective custody?
When he first came, yeah, he was definitely on protective custody. In the feds, they call it administrative detention.
Mm-hmm.
He first came because, you know, because of the rumors, and then the feds, you know, rats and pedophiles is not supposed to be on general population. So I guess they call themselves trying to protect him.
Mm-hmm.
But I was one of the guys who put the word out to try to get him on general population with us, with me being, you know, plugged with the GDs in there, and even, you know, the vice lords. My Sully was a vice lord, and, you know, he had a lot of juice, you know, for the vice lords in there. So I was, you know, plugged with the GDs predominantly because I grew up as a GD, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Not that I still gangbang or nothing, but, you know, I'm plugged with them, and the other biggest organization there was the Vice Lord. So, you know, with me being a book author, I wanted to really write a book about R. Kelly based on his side of the story because, you know, it's a side to every story. So I wanted to hear his side and I wanted to present his side to the world. And I think he still needs to do that. You know, he want to do his own thing, but you know, maybe he might eventually allow me to do it, but I just think he need to get his side out there.
So so that means he had to sign himself out then.
Yeah, and that's what he didn't. That's what he didn't want to do. You know, I even have put. You know, I have my attorney put together. I won't call it a contract, but
No. I mean, he had to sign himself out of protective custody, right? He signed himself out. He would have to.
Yeah, his lawyer actually had to put in like some type of petition to get him up out of there.
Okay, Dad, I wanted to make that sure because everybody like, how he got the pull to get him out? He got to sign himself, so he signed himself out of yeah. Go ahead.
The thing was, you know, with him never being in jail and coming to a place like that, I wouldn't want to say he was scared, but he wasn't trying to get out of protective custody until we put the word out that he would be safe on protective custody. So once we put the word out, that's when he hollered at his attorney and everything. And his attorney put in a petition to get him on general population with a.
So you've had you spoke to him before. What some of the conversations that you had with him? Where did they take place in the building?
Well, most of the conversations, the first conversation I had with him, we was on a medical unit.
Okay.
This was probably like a month or two after he got there, and we just so happened to have an appointment in the medical unit at the same time, and that was just basically a friendly conversation. Me introducing myself to him, letting him know who I am, and you know, I got his back. Basically, I don't believe the allegations, and you know, I'm a supporter. You know, we laughed and joked together. I had him sing that "Heaven I Need a Hug" song.
God damn.
You know what I mean? That always been my favorite R. Kelly song. You know, when I'm going through stuff, you know, I play that song sometimes. So it was just, you know, it was just surprising to actually see him in there. You know, and I asked him to sing the song, and he sung it. I sung along with him.
So basically, you saying R. Kelly is good in prison?
Yeah, well, you know, he just recently, right? He you know, I'm still connected with all his close family and friends who he email and call every day, basically. So they were sending me his email because they were scared. They thought that they just shut him down from emails. You got me?
Yeah, somehow we froze. I want to see what's going on. I don't know what the fuck happened. Yeah, we back. I don't know what happened, but continue.
But yeah, one of his close supporters, she
why is it going in and out? Something's happening. It says, is that on your end?
I don't man.
Yeah, we'll fix it. We'll fix it. But okay, one of his close supporters, what?
But yeah, they send me his emails because when you email a person, it'll tell you if they email is good or if it's shut down or whatever. So they couldn't send out emails, and I know what that means because I was there. That means you being transferred to somewhere else. But they didn't know that. They thought that they were just messing with him or whatever. So this was just days, late last week. So he got to be in transit right now to another joint.
Got you.
Now I don't know where they send him, but what I could tell you is in MCC Chicago, he was good. He had love in there. I mean, the real members from everywhere was made sure he was straight. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I don't know. Like, for example, if they send him to the East Coast is predominantly DC niggas. You know what I mean? Because DC, for a while, they didn't have no state jail. So everybody who catch a case in DC went to the Fed. So they deep on the East Coast. So I can't say that he gonna be safe on the East Coast or even in Cali. You know, they predominantly Bloods and Crips out there. So I don't know how they gonna react to him if they send him somewhere like that. But I mean, in Chicago, he was good.
He's in the Feds, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So you had some conversations with him that, first of all, did he speak on Aaliyah in any way to you?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you know, everybody asked him about Aaliyah though. You know, not just me, it just when you around somebody like that and you know they known to talk to a certain person, they gonna come up. You know what I mean?
So did you ask him anything specific, or he just was you overheard, or what information did he give pertaining to Aaliyah? Rest in peace.
Yeah, yeah, definitely rest in peace. But it just like I don't want to speak on it because R. Kelly is actually my guy, and he didn't like to speak on things. Even like with me being cool with him, he still was skeptical about everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So when you bring up Aaliyah, it's like damn, is this nigga trying to set me up? You know what I'm saying? Could he possibly have a wire on? And I don't blame him because while we was there, you know, El Chapo people was there, and his nephew Chewy, somebody had wore a wire on his nephew Chewy while we was there.
Wow.
And you know that's surprising because on general population in the feds, everybody got to show their paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
So you would think everybody on general population is stand up niggas.
He was a mole.
So,
He was a mole.
Who, R. Kelly?
No, the person that they sent in there to wear the wire. He was a mole. Yeah. All
yeah,
right. So you saying R. Kelly, you can't give us nothing that he said on Aaliyah. Good, bad, or indifferent. It ain't got to be nothing bad. Did he mention Aaliyah anything that you could, because you come on, bro, you know this shit is serious. So did he give you anything about Aaliyah? It ain't even got to be nothing crazy, but we only heard him speak on her one time in the interview. He said she's not here to defend herself. So if you got anything you could give us pertaining to him and Aaliyah that come from his mouth, I ain't trying to get you to betray his trust. Well, look where we at.
No, well, it was kind of the same energy he gave with regards to her. That is, I mean, he spoke more on other people, but with Aaliyah, it was just like, man, she was a good girl, sweet girl. You know, I loved her, and you know, a lot of people in the industry was basically jealous of him. You know, they became R. Kelly haters because they felt like he had Aaliyah or whatever. Like, you know, a lot of people, according to him, a lot of people in that industry wanted Aaliyah. And not just the ones we know of, but people behind the scene. You know, the white and Jewish executives wanted piece of Aaliyah too. You know, she had that type of energy and that type of beauty and that type of vibe to where it's like man, like it's just something about her. I gotta have her. So
did he say anything about her moms and them knowing that he did, the uncle and all of them? Did he say anything about that? Because you know it's a lot of speculation that they knew. Did he divulge any of that information?
Well, the rumor is, and you know, he spoke a little bit about it, but her uncle was supposed to be the one that put her on him. You know, so and he kind of like left her with him. You know, and it was more like what I do. They brought her with the impression that look, she is a star, she talented, she got the beauty. Could you work with her? But then it's like they basically just left her on him. You know what I mean? And he took her under her wing, and I'm not gonna say that was in a sexual way, but he definitely took her under his wing. Like, yeah, I'm gonna develop this artist and you know try to make her out of somebody and you know bring out her potential basically.
So her uncle knew basically. So did he say anything when it went another way? Her uncle still knew what allegedly.
They all knew, bro. You know what I'm saying?
But did he say that though? This is what we could think. But did he say they knew?
I mean, see, now it's like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what you're referring to when you say
R. Kelly said that they knew what was going on between him and Aaliyah. Allegedly.
if you speaking sexual, bro, I don't. He never spoke on
I'm
that.
not saying
Yeah,
sexual. I'm just saying that he knew that it was more than just a working relationship. Did R. Kelly say to you they knew?
yeah, they knew, but she kind of like latched on to him. You know what I mean? And they kind of like sent her off. So with her being just like damn, what I do? You know, my family just basically left me with dude. You know, he cool people. You know, he a star. He helping me become somebody. She latched on to him.
But I'm just saying, what I want to make sure of is that this is not what we think. Did he say this to you? What did he say, bro? That's what we gotta make. We can't say what we think. Fuck what we think. What did he say? Did he say anything pertaining to you? You trying not to let it go. I know you know something. I don't want to because I know he want to write his book. But what did he say? Yo, they knew what was up. Don't think
Man,
about it, bro. Don't think about it.
they knew what they knew that Aaliyah was attached to him and that he took her under his wing, but he didn't directly like speak on nothing intimate that they had going on. He just basically like, yeah, I took her under my wing, and you know, I tried to, you know, do what everybody expected me to do with her as far as, you know, make her out of something. And basically he basically saying he did it because that came back to hunt him. You know what I mean? Like to this day he got people saying basically he was a pedophile. He took advantage of her because of her youth and married her while she was 15, you know. So I mean, basically that's what he said. He kind of regret that he, you know, he did what he did as far as like even taking her under his wing.
Got you. All right, I guess we can move on from that. Jay Z, did he? You said that he said some a lot of stuff about Jay Z, so I don't know where to begin. Basically, does he feel like it's powers that be in the industry that has a witch hunt against him?
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, most definitely. You know, he spoke on Jay Z. You know, again, everybody in there was asking him about Aaliyah and Jay Z. Like he was more open about speaking on Jay Z.
All right, so
But
let's.
before I get into that, you from Brooklyn, right?
Yes, sir.
Do you fuck with Jay Z? Because I mean, like y'all
I'm
cool.
look. I'm not cool. I'm cool with Doggy Diamonds TV, and I'm cool with getting the truth out in the story. So I'm not cool with anybody that I'm going to be biased. Anytime I'm biased, I'll let you know that from the beginning. Like, yo, nah, that's people. I wouldn't even ask you about him if I was biased. You know what I'm saying? So with R. Kelly, because we never heard him speak about Jay Z besides when the incident happened at the Garden, but he never said anything else. And if you heard something firsthand, we need to know that shit because who R. Kelly ain't speaking for R. Kelly. So if somebody that was around him, I need to hear that. Like, I need to know. So so with Jay-Z, they did two albums together. They tried to do a tour. What is his issue with Jay-Z, if any?
Well, he felt like Jay Z had an issue with him. You know, he felt like Jay Z wanted the spotlight, and at the time, R. Kelly was kind of bigger than Jay Z in certain venues though. Like of course, in Madison Square Garden, they was predominantly Jay Z fans.
Facts. I was there for.
But
I went to that show too. Believe it or not, I was in the audience.
yeah, but he felt like Jay Z tried to get him killed that night.
Whoa.
You know what I mean? He
Mm-hmm.
said niggas was calling him and shit, like, you know, threatening, made him feel like he didn't even want to go there. He didn't even want to perform.
Mm.
But he didn't know. Like he didn't immediately feel like, man, this got something to do with Jay-Z. He felt like that afterwards because they had a altercation, you know what I'm saying, afterwards.
Mm.
You know, and Jay-Z supposed to be mad because R. Kelly didn't want to finish his performance. So he had to hold down the show that night basically. But R. Kelly felt like too that that was intentional. He wanted to take advantage of the opportunity of all these fans being in the crowd and him, still in the show basically.
Mm. So also the industry. What did he feel about Jay-Z and the industry? Did he feel like, because you said in the other interview that he felt like the industry on the whole had, Jay-Z and higher ups that was out to get him and set him up and stuff like that. Go into that.
See, I wasn't even this direct on other platforms, but out of my respect for you and your platform, man, you seem like a real nigga, and some people can't even handle this. You know what I mean? You say you're not gonna be biased because y'all both from Brooklyn, but he basically said Jay-Z a motherfucking sellout. You know what I'm saying? And who did he sell out to? He didn't mention like no Illuminati shit. Like even he felt like a lot of the term Illuminati is like conspiracy theory shit, but he did say that it's like some weird people who run that industry, who got all the money and got creative control over these artists and tell you what type of music you can and shouldn't put out. Even people like when you hear a motherfucker done sacrificed a loved one and shit like that, like I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist,
it's okay. Everybody know that's I'm with that shit. Everybody know I love that shit. So go ahead, because it ain't a conspiracy if it's the truth. Conspiracy is what we think, but if it's the truth, it ain't a conspiracy no more.
Well, yeah, for us it's the truth, but most people they still hear it and be like, "Man, come on, that's conspiracy theory." You know what I mean?
So he felt like Jay-Z was down with the powers that be that control the industry.
Yeah, I think for people like me and you, it's obvious. You know what I mean? But for me, it was still a conspiracy theory for me until I actually sat down with a man who was as big as it get. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about somebody who wrote songs for Michael Jackson.
So what did he say? What did he say directly? Because that's what the people gonna want to know. What did he say that you could recall to you that you was like, holy shit?
Basically, Jay-Z was a sellout. That's why they milking him. They working through Jay-Z to get other young artists to sell out. It was shit that R. Kelly didn't want to be no longer associated with, and that's why they targeted him. And some of this shit, bro, like R. Kelly, that's really my nigga. So it's certain shit that I just can't really discuss on a platform, and I don't want to put him back in a situation to where, I mean, his situation already like fucked up, but there ain't no telling what they'd do. You know what I mean?
Well, my thing to you is this, bro. This is the reason why these questions is important. He's already been tried, convicted. In the court of public opinion, he's already a piece of shit. We never heard from him. We don't know anything. So if somebody got a firsthand accord of what's coming from him to possibly sway the audience attention from, damn, I didn't know this happened to him, because he looks like the villain. Nobody has said that he's a victim of anything. So if you could vindicate not some of the actions, but some of the accusations that might be bullshit from what he said, that's what you got to do. If that's your, if that's your guy, you got to be like, nah, he said this. So that's what we looking for. We're not looking for bullshit talk or conspiracy. It's direct things that he's been accused of. And we would like to know if, in his opinion, it's cap and it was a big rink against him to take him down. That's what we want to know.
Yeah, I think that's obvious, but for your audience who it just might not resonate with it.
Yes, my audience, bro, you know how you met me. You saw what you saw with the Ali Vegas thing. So this is the audience love that shit. So you gotta, this is the time to, if you got it, you gotta spill it, because not saying R. Kelly is innocent. Not saying he's innocent, because I'm pretty sure he did some things that he's not too proud of that he want to take back. But some of it could be sugar on top. So from his mouth, what was bullshit and what was the the motive for all the bullshit that he went through. Because he just went through a shitstorm out of nowhere. So my thing was, hold on. Nobody knew about this shit? Is some of this shit cap? Or we didn't know? So we want to know from somebody who spoke to him, what is his psyche and what did he say to you?
Okay, well, first let me say this to the audience who may still be looking at him like he a creep. Just recently, a few days ago, transcripts came out that shows that Jocelyn Savage and her mama set him up, and she was texting her daughter, say this, do this, like coaching her. I mean, this is public record now. Mm-hmm. And I got all the transcripts. His people sent me the whole case, all the transcripts. So a lot of this stuff I've been through. And a lot of people, they even bash me for standing up for the man, like how I am campaigning for him and doing these interviews. But now that they come out, I hope some people just give him the benefit of a doubt now, because he was set up by multiple females, not just her. And a lot of the parents behind most of these females was in cahoots with their daughters setting him up. Now, with regards to what he said, yeah, he made it clear that it's a lot of weird shit to go on in that industry. And not just the music industry, but I'm talking about when you become a celebrity.
Entertainment.
Yeah, and a lot of people really do have to do some real fag-ass gay shit to stay relevant and get to other levels, or they will pull back from you. They'll blacklist you. You know what I mean? He spoke on that for sure. He did say Jay-Z was one of them. You know what I mean? He did believe most definitely that the same people who fucked over Michael Jackson and killed him and fucked over Prince and killed him and fucked over Whitney Houston and killed her is the same people who framed him in this case and put the hotline out there to saying, look, R. Kelly is a pervert. He prey on young women. If any female in the world experienced this with him, call this hotline, and we gonna make you a star basically on Surviving R. Kelly.
Hold up, they had a hotline? They had a hotline?
Yeah, they had a hotline, bro.
I ain't know that shit. Holy shit.
Bro, they had a hotline and they had a tour. People was getting paid for this. These females wanted the opportunity to be a star on Surviving R. Kelly. They was getting coached to say what they said. And that's why I said in the other interview, bro, like Malcolm X said that the media is the most dangerous weapon that the United States government have, because they had the power to make the guilty look innocent and to make the innocent look guilty. Mm-hmm. And that's what they did with R. Kelly, bro. Like, that man, I mean, I'm not saying the nigga one freaky as a motherfucker. I'm freaky as a motherfucker sometimes. Hopefully, but I ain't no pedophile.
All right, did y'all ever ask him about the tapes that came out that we did see? Did anybody ask him about those tapes? Because I didn't watch the tape because it was allegedly a young girl on there. So if I'm watching a young girl on the tape, then I'm watching some kid shit. But it's allegedly him on the tape. Did he speak to that in any way?
Well, I can't, and I won't say that he said he did it. But what I would say is that he explained how, and I'm pretty sure, like, you done heard this shit from you close to people who, had the opportunity to sell their soul and didn't. But he did say, they would basically put shit in your drink and record you to where you out of it. You don't know what the fuck you doing. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't just do it to R. Kelly or these other artists who coming out speaking out on this, but a lot of these artists in the industry, if they didn't just directly come out and say, yeah, I sell my soul, I sacrifice a little one, I'll let you put your finger in my ass or whatever, then more than likely they got something on them to where it's like, okay, now look, we got you. We recorded you doing this, or we dug this up on you. And now if you don't sell your soul and do what we tell you to do, we're going to put this shit out here in the media and it's going to ruin your life anyway. So What you want to do? You want to sell your soul now, or you want to do what the fuck we tell you to do for the rest of your life?
But in that
And
particular joint, wasn't it? I didn't see the tape, but I thought it was a part where didn't he adjust the camera? I think he adjusted the shit. So nobody recorded him but him on that particular thing. I think it was one part. I didn't see the none of that shit, but I do remember a still shot of him being like this, so he knew it was a camera there. So I get what you're saying, but in that instance, bro, I think he might have known he was being recorded, and that if because he was, but then again, he was acquitted of that, so we can't say that was him. He was acquitted of that.
yeah, and I can't really speak on that particular incident, but he did beat that case, and he never admitted to nothing
Yeah,
on that tape as far as it being him or nothing. But he did say that shit like that happened to people
got you,
in the industry to where they set you up.
got you. So he feels like is it somebody at the head of the setup to him, or is it just the industry? Do he feel like it's somebody in particular that want him to fuck up out of here? Did he say any names that this motherfucker wanted me gone, and then they all conspired against me? Did he have a name that he named?
No, but he felt like Jay-Z was basically being used as a puppet to bring him down. And look, I don't know if you heard this or not, but one of R. Kelly close supporters recently revealed to me that Jay-Z funded Survivor R. Kelly. You know, he was no, he was behind the people financially who came up with this idea to do Surviving R. Kelly and to do the hotline and his whole little scheme. You know, Jay-Z is behind it. You know,
And
he
that's
funded
public
that.
record. We could prove that. Oh, because if we can't, we got to say allegedly. But can we prove? Can you
Well,
prove that?
well, yeah, they got the ties. You know
So we'll
how
say allegedly for now. Jay Z is behind that because we can't prove it. We can't say Jay Z did it. So allegedly, Jay Z funded Surviving R. Kelly in the hotline. Just for journalistic purposes, because I can't let you say something that's not true. So we'll say Jay Z allegedly. And then the people could go do their research. And if it's true, the people could say, no, it's true. But we got to say allegedly for now.
that's cool.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fair.
But that's crazy, though, if he did do that. It's just crazy.
And that's why, bro, like a lot of people think, and I'm gonna say this again for the record. I said this in several interviews. Jay-Z is my favorite artist.
Mm-hmm.
Not a Jay-Z hater. I love his music. I listen to his music more than I listen to any other artist. It just after having these talks with R. Kelly and just hearing all the other shit that's been said about him, it just made me look at him different.
Mm.
And people asking me why I'm going after Jay-Z because I got a song called Free R. Kelly, and in the song I say fuck Jay-Z, and it's because of that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I still, even though I'm looking at him different as a person, I still love his music. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a Jay-Z hater. It's just like when you do fuck shit like that, and some people just don't care. Like if you worth $2.5 billion and you got the baddest bitch in the music industry, they gonna ride your dick no matter how much fuck shit you do.
Yeah,
But I'm not that
that's
type of
real.
nigga.
Yeah,
Like
that's
if you
real.
not no real nigga, then fuck you for real. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like if you doing all this foul ass shit, like I grew up, we posted this despise snitches. You know what I mean? Like I when I was growing up, like I don't have nothing against gay people right now to this day if that's what they want to do. Long as they don't bring the gay shit to me, they cool. But I grew up like not liking gay people.
Mm-hmm.
So I look at it a certain way, and even to this day, it's like if you gay, okay, be gay openly. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just keep that shit away from me and man who don't do it. But
Yeah.
if you gay nigga and you acting like you this gangster and you a killer and you this big time dope boy and you God or whatever, like nigga, like cut the fake shit out, my nigga. You know what I mean?
Got you.
That's my thing.
Is there any other
And
information that he indulged to you that you could share with us that was shocking to you? Because he's had dealings with Michael Jackson. He's worked with everybody, and Janet Jackson. He's worked with so many people. He's wrote so many songs for people. Did he say anything about his finances?
yeah, that's before you even mention the finance, that's what I was finna speak on because like I was trying to help him with his case. And
Mm-hmm.
I was just asking him shit like, bro, why you think they doing this to you? Because I was framed in the case as a member of a drug trafficking organization.
Mm-hmm.
And by the grace of God, the DEA agent who framed me was fired. They found out he really framed me. So I beat most of my allegations and got out. But I knew why that agent did that to me. And
Mm-hmm.
it's because he offered me a chance to be an informant and I wouldn't go. I can't see myself doing no shit like that. So
Mm-hmm.
I asked him like, bro, why you think they doing this to you? And that's what he basically was saying. Like man, when I found out my catalog was worth $1 billion and I'm hearing how Jay-Z supposed to be worth this and these other people supposed to be worth that, and I'm knowing that I'm supposed to be worth more than them, like I start trying to dig into this and see like, damn, why I don't got my money, why I'm not on the Forbes and shit, like where my money at? So when he started digging into that and start trying to, get them contracts modified and all that so he can get his money, then that's when they, threatening basically. And that's another thing, bro. Like these labels, about creative control over your
Actual facts.
music.
Yeah, actual facts. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they got authority that they put in these contracts to where it's like we want to control your image, the type of music you put out. So they wanted him to be portrayed as this sex figure, you know what I mean? And we wanted you to write songs about to make it sound like you talking about a young girl because that plays on their fantasies and other people's fantasies. Like the people behind the music industry, some creepy motherfuckers, you know what I mean? And it's a lot of other creepy motherfuckers. They feel like this a sell because it plays on the fantasies of creepy motherfuckers like them. You know what I mean?
So he said that he felt like the industry accepted and wanted him, the powers that be wanted him to say that right age ain't nothing but a number and shit like that. That's
Yeah,
okay. That's what he
absolutely.
told you that? He told you that?
Yeah, bro. And then you got to look at it too. Think about "I Believe I Can Fly," right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's one of his biggest hits.
Yeah, yes.
You know what I mean? This the type of music he said he wanted to write. He wanted to be more inspirational.
Mm-hmm.
Like you heard the world's greatest. That's inspirational as fuck. You heard "I Wish." And speaking of "I Wish," if you look at "I Wish," the one he did by himself, I don't know which one.
That's my
I know it's
favorite
a
song.
remake.
That's my favorite song by him. I ain't gonna front. I love that
Okay,
record.
now think about this, bro. They shut down the original video for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you can still look it up, but it's gonna pop up under, I don't know who put it up. It's under something like Machine Gun Kelly, but it's "I Wish."
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Now in that video, it's a skit where he talking to his mom in the sky, right?
Mm-hmm.
And "I want out, man.
Mm-hmm.
I want out." But it's hard. Like the man wanted out. He got himself in some shit that he didn't even know he was really getting himself into.
Mm-hmm.
And when he found out how wicked and weird and all seeing all the shit that go on, he like damn, this man come from singing on bus stops and train stops,
Mm-hmm.
getting change put in his pocket for that to becoming the world's biggest singer in the world ever. You know what I mean? Like, so it's hard to turn that certain shit down when you just come from nothing. You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
once he find out, like, damn, I signed myself up for this shit. He really wanted out, and he put that in that video, bro. And that's why that video is not up no more. They knew,
Word? Wow, I didn't know that either.
yeah, for sure. The man wanted out. He wanted out, and because he wanted out, they came for him, like they came for Michael Jackson, like they came for Prince, Whitney Houston. They just came for him in a different way. And you know, I had did a
Yo, you
interview
know what's
not too
deep? What you just said. Let me tell you what's deep. Not the R. Kelly part, but remember Michael Jackson said, "This is it." That was supposed to be it. That was he said, "This is it. I'm not doing this no more." Then he died. Prince had slave on his face. Didn't want to do music no more for them. Then he died. Whitney Houston, we don't know what was going on. Then she died. Interesting.
then her daughter died.
Then her daughter died. The same way she died. Interesting. I don't know if you froze or not. It looked like you froze really quick. You still there? One, two,
Yeah,
one, two.
I'm here.
Okay,
Could you
yeah,
hear me?
yeah. No, yeah, you froze really quick. The reception is bad. Interesting. So R. Kelly, in his opinion, he feels 1,000% framed.
Yeah, it's kind of obvious, bro. You a wise
No, I'm just
guy. You
saying
can see between.
I can't say how he
Yeah,
feels.
yeah.
Just the fact that you spoke to him, I just want to get the dialogue that he said, because I don't want to say, oh, I think this, I think that. 'Cause I don't think shit. I just want to know what he said.
And his words, bro, on my dead brother, on God, the man said this. I'm trying to get it exact because I put it on my dead brother and God, but he said that I'm being lynched. You know what I'm saying? They using it. They using the judicial system to lynch me. You know what I mean? And he know who behind the judicial system. Like Farrakhan exposed that years ago that the same people who own the industry, the music industry, got most of the stock in the prison industry. And so with them having creative control in these contracts, they tell artists like Lil Durk to talk about killing your ops and make that big so, you know, we can get more cases on bodies and shootings. And they tell artists like Jay-Z to, and Jeezy and them, like, we need y'all to keep rapping about selling dope. You know what I mean? So we can get more cases on more drug convictions because
I agree with
music.
that 100%. I've spoken
Yeah,
about that before. Yeah, because it's one big rank. The prison system, the prison industrial complex, the judicial system, the snacks and all that shit in the jails. And most of the jails, the people in the town, that's their job to work at the jail. So it is, and then the morgues, and then the organs, everybody down together. And it's fueled through
yeah,
the
bro.
music. The music has been weaponized, basically.
Yeah. And they know, like, a lot of our people not conscious, especially the youth. They don't realize how influential music is. But this music is really being used like voodoo to influence us to sell drugs and to kill each other. And that's why I made the Free R. Kelly song, bro, because I expose a lot of shit in that song. You know, my publicist is quoting a lot of lyrics from the song because it relates to everything we talking about now. You know what I mean? And that's why I said fuck Jay-Z. Yeah, you could call it a publicity stunt, but I'm bringing attention to what goes on in the industry and how they frame R. Kelly and why I'm supporting R. Kelly. You know, and at the end of the song, I allow him to get a message out about his case, you know, because he got an appeal going on right now. And the BOP officer at MCC Chicago, where we was at together, she let old girl Jocelyn Savage and other people see his emails. And you know how they go when you locked up, man. You might be telling one female
Yeah,
you
I heard
love her,
about
you
that. I
gonna
heard about
eat her
yeah.
ass.
I
When
heard
you
about
out.
that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So let
yeah.
me ask you something.
And
Did he say anything about Dame Dash? Because I know Dame Dash was dating Aaliyah after him. Did he say anything about Dame?
no, he really didn't speak on Dame. You know, I guess him and Dame must have had words before over Aaliyah. You know, Dame, I think, feels some type of way about him, but he didn't really speak on Dame much,
Okay.
other than, like I said earlier, a lot of people didn't like him because of Aaliyah, and Damon Dash was supposed to be one of the people he said that didn't like him because of Aaliyah.
Did he say anybody else that was hating or was jealous or mad at him because he had Aaliyah? He said Dame.
Well, Jay-Z liked Aaliyah too, and Post been fucking with her too behind the scene.
That was a rumor, alleged. Yeah, that was out there.
You know, sometimes when somebody don't like you about a bitch, bro, they'll try to find another reason to make it seem like they don't like you because it's not fashionable to say I don't like Doggy Diamonds because this bitch that I like won't
Yeah. Because that's Dirty Mackin. Yeah, he nigga don't want a Dirty Mac. Yeah, he don't want a Dirty Mac.
So they want to they rather say, man, this nigga Doggy Diamonds a snake ass nigga or he tried to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whatever rumor they can make up to justify why they don't like you, they'll do it because they don't want people to know you really don't like me because of this bitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
it's the same thing in the music industry though.
Yeah. So let me ask you something. You got a book. You have. Tell them about what you're doing as far as being an author.
Well, I got a Black empowerment book out called The Holy Trap Scriptures. I originally released that in 2016, and I put it in a Don Diva magazine back then. 2 months after that, I was framed as a drug dealer, and the book is like deep, bro. Like I know that they framed me because of that book, and they wanted me to be a government informant because of that book. I don't like to sound like a conspiracy theory, so I'd rather people do their research. But the book exposed everything we talking about now, all type of government corruption, all the shit people heard as far as them flooding our communities with drugs. You know, the government actually was responsible for putting these drugs into our community themselves so they can ruin our elders and, you know, incarcerate our youth. So I put all that in there. I talk about basically how they was worse than Hitler, but tried to make Hitler look like the worst person in the world and all type of shit in that book. But I was trying to re-release it. It's done, and I did try to re-release it through several different publishers, but they wouldn't allow me to publish it because of the new stories I put in there about R. Kelly. So I'm still working on a way to get that book out with the new stories about R. Kelly in. I mean, you gave me some advice, and you know, after this interview, I might have to call you and get more details into that, you know, so you could give me some advice about how to put this book out because it need to get out there. It's a lot of updated information in there, and particularly, I go more in depth about how they framed R. Kelly and why. So I'm gonna definitely be.
So to preface the book, well, the idea I gave you, we could, you know, we'll talk about that offline. You said stories, so it's multiple stories that you left out the book.
Well, the only new story, I mean, there's new information in there, but the only new story in there in the book is about R. Kelly and the things he told me and why they framed him, and just enlightening our people to let them know, like, we can't believe what the media tell us, you know, because they did this to so many of our people. They framed Tupac as a rapist and then said he got raped in jail.
Yeah, that's true. Wow, yeah.
They do this to our people in their image so that we don't look up to them, because these people might have a message that can save us and get us out of the poor living conditions that we go through. You know, even Kanye West, you know, he was very influential, but they couldn't get him on nothing else but trying to say he was crazy. You know, and people believe that narrative. Oh, this nigga crazy. We can't listen to nothing Kanye say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They do that to all our people, bro. They said they framed Mike Tyson as a rapist. They framed Kobe Bryant as a rapist. You know what I mean? Like, we gotta stop thinking this shit conspiracy theory for real and wake up. And I think my book will help, especially a lot of youth see what's really going on. You know, because people like my age and older is starting to catch on. Some of them still young and dumb in the mind, but I think the book enlighten our people most definitely.
So they tried to how many how many Instagram, you said they shut your Instagram down. They shut you down a few times, you said, right?
As soon as the first interview I did about R. Kelly went viral,
Mm-hmm.
they shut down all my social media platforms. So now when you go on my page, it's new pages. I got a few hundred friends and followers, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I had a decent following at first, but yeah, bro, I don't think it was a coincidence. You know what I'm saying? That they just shut down all my platforms as soon as I went viral. And it's not so much about me supporting R. Kelly, it's about the people who did this and behind it. Like, I got a Fed case. So the federal government is obviously watching me. And they know about the book. They know about my message. They know about the lawsuit. I sued the United States government as a whole in the International Court of Justice, which deals with the United Nations. This was before the R. Kelly interview went viral.
Mm-hmm.
But if don't nobody know about this, they don't care. But now that they see me going viral about this Free R. Kelly campaign, now it's like, damn, so people gonna start paying attention to what he's saying now. So we got to shut down all his avenues, shut down his social media. You know
You
what I
won your
mean?
lawsuit? You won?
I won the one against the DEA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and a lot of people were saying I'm Kanye crazy because I sued the DEA. You not gonna win, bro. They gonna do this if you sue them, and you need to leave that alone. Just let the case get dismissed, bro, because it's gonna backfire on you. But God is my witness. I sued the DEA, and I
Monetary?
won.
You monetary?
Absolutely.
Was it? You ain't gotta tell me amount, but it was 5 figures, 6 figures. What was it?
I sued for 7 figures, but I only got I only got about 5 figures. It won 10, it won 20, but
But you won
it
though. So no, the fact that you won in anything is
what
incredible
what
to me.
to be exact, they settled,
Oh,
and
got you.
to me that's even better
You
because
won, yeah.
to me
They said they ain't got no wins. Yeah.
yeah, they tapped out.
Mm.
Yeah.
So do you want to give your new social media, or are you scared they're gonna come for that too? You want to keep that on a like? I get. You know what? I guess maybe you shouldn't give it. People see your name on there, they could look you up, and if they find it, they find it. Because if you put it out there, everybody gonna go to your social media, and then they might shut that one down. I don't know if you feel like making another page. But we do need a way. We do need a way for people to contact you and support you. Do you have maybe an email or something like that that you could give out? Or where's the book at? That's out. Is the book out right now?
Yeah, if they just Google Ronnie Bo,
Okay.
the books will pop up, or they could Google Ronnie Bo books.
Okay.
I got another book that's out too. It's a women's empowerment book called Value of the Vagina. That one political
What the
too, but
fuck?
it's
What the fuck is
it,
going on right now? Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, that one for women though.
Yeah, got
Did
you.
it did
Yeah.
it freeze
Yeah,
again?
it's freezing a little bit. It's we've been on here for a little minute, and you know sometimes Wi-Fi be like, all right, y'all talk, y'all got through a lot of stuff, but all right, bro. Let's this what we gonna do. Let's wrap this. If anything come back, any feedback come back, any rebuttal come back from anybody, I'll allow you to come speak your piece. Because ain't nobody gonna come on here and say nothing, but you know how YouTube be. You might have just got your shit self in a shit storm. You think that first shit
Hey,
went
let
viral.
me
Go ahead, go ahead, go
let
ahead.
me ask you this before we go though.
Uh-huh.
Now look, my mama been calling me and texting me down there every day since I've been going viral about this, saying you need to chill. The Illuminati people gonna get your ass. And then I was just with a lady friend yesterday, and she said the same shit. Look, you need to be careful because you speaking out on that, they gonna come get you. So let me ask you this: Do
Uh-huh.
you've been doing this a lot longer than me? I think. Do you
Mm-hmm.
get that?
Um, let me be transparent with you. I'm gonna die anyway. That's without saying, I'm gonna die. I'd rather die in truth than to live in a lie. So if I know the truth, then I'm gonna tell the truth. And if it costs me my life, then that's it. But I'm never gonna live in a lie. I'm never going to. I'd rather that's suffering, because they say a coward dies 1,000 deaths. A soldier just died once. So if I tell the truth and the truth costs me my life, that's just what it is. That's what I'm here for. But I'm not gonna live in a lie because I'm not a liar. I'm a horrible liar. So whatever's gonna happen because it's gonna eat me up knowing that I know the truth and I possibly could save other people's lives. Everybody not as strong as me. Like I endured some shit, and you endured the penal system. It ain't nothing more crazier than that shit. So if you could endure that torture, what could they do to you? So,
and that's how they tried to kill me in there, bro. I got a lawsuit against the Bureau of Prisons.
This
and
nigga
MCC.
sue everybody. So this nigga will sue everybody. Like, what? I'm suing. Yeah, no, I get it.
Bro, they been harassing me all my life, so I gotta fight back now that I know the law. But yeah, it's just good to know somebody who, think the same and feel
look
the
at my
same.
platform. Anything that I hear, anything that's like, what? Oh, nah, we putting that out. Because I don't, at this point, like, yo, bro, I'm going to die anyway. I can't preserve that. You know what I'm saying? I can't preserve my life with my legacy and the fact that I stand on truth, freedom, justice, and equality. I won already. You know what I'm saying? I won. As long, I can't sit before the people and lie. I was never built off of lies. Nothing I do was built off of lies. This platform wasn't built off of me lying, capping about this, capping about that. I'm gonna stand on the truth. So if what you saying, you feel in your heart is the truth, you got firsthand stories, and you just telling the truth, you gonna die anyway. Ain't no time to be scared. Yeah, ain't no time to be scared now. You know what I'm saying? Scared, get a dog. You know what I'm saying?
That's what absolutely.
Yeah. But Mom Dukes, that's her job to be afraid for you. But again, you survived some of the most hellholes, especially if you said you was framed and sued the DEA. So, they already was out to get you. So shit, the truth is payback to me. Because ain't no monetary gain could give you your time back from being incarcerated, from being treated inhumane, having a strip, count, being transferred, cuffed, and all that. Can't give you no money for that. So you can only pay them back with the truth, because the truth enlightens people, also can save other people. You know what I'm saying? So and sometimes we sacrifice ourselves to save the greater good. So we gotta look up to Malcolm and people that came before us, that gave their life telling the truth, and it cost them their life, but look at them. So if that's my legacy, that he told the truth and he gave us some truth and he didn't give a fuck, hey, I love that legacy. But I'd rather not be a rich coward that know the truth and seeing injustice happen to people, and I'm like, okay, I got my money. You're a bitch to me. You know what I'm saying? So it is a lot of people playing the game for their bread. But I showed that you could get money and still not play the game, but play on the outside. Because think about it, you got highways and then you got the service road. Most of the service road go right next to the highway. Sometimes you just got to be in the service road. It's going to be a little slower, going to be a little harder. It's going to be some obstacles. But there's a crash on the highway. Ain't no crash on the service road. And when it's a crash on the highway, where everybody go? Right to the service road. But you already was zooming down there. So I'm going to stay in the service road and ride it. Y'all motherfuckers get on the highway and crash. I ain't doing that. So Ronnie Bo, man, I appreciate you. Like, again, we going to talk after this, because I'm going to give you the full blueprint of how to get some of that information out. We just wanted to give them a little taste of what's to come and what you are doing, because you have more intense, you can indulge more. And I wanted you to give me some of that for my platform, but I really wanted you to give it so you can do what you got to do and be able to monetize yourself and get them chapters out that need to get out there. So I'm going to sign you out, bro. I hit you right after this. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you too, bro.
All right. Yes. So yes, y'all, that was Ronnie Bo. What I want y'all to do when y'all get an opportunity, just Google his name. If you need any information on him, is out there. He got to move in stealth a little bit, because when you start saying certain things, they start getting you. So not getting you in that way, but start shutting down what you trying to put out there. So it is what it is, man. I'm Doggy Diamonds. Until next time, I hope y'all appreciate this. I do have to say for the record that a lot of this stuff is alleged. Take it with a grain of salt. I'm also going to put a disclaimer in the beginning that a lot of this stuff is alleged because we don't really have no real proof. But take it for what you got to take it for. Leave it if you want to leave it. Peace. Tiptoe.